Have you heard of Parkinson's law? It's the law which says that work expands to fill the quantum of time available to do it. Yeah, it's a law that's often quoted, but there's another Parkinson law which is lesser known, but I think it's equally powerful. And that's the one I want to talk about today. It's often called the bicycle shed effect. Hello and welcome to another edition of Chai with Pi, our weekly series of videos where I share simple lessons and stories which can help each of us become just a little bit better. And if you're new to these videos, do remember to hit that like button, share, and of course, subscribe so you don't miss out on this content if you like it. And hey, forget everything else. If you like this content, do share it with a friend. Parkinson talks about a committee that's meeting in an organization to discuss a two-point agenda. Number one on the agenda is a plan to build a $10 million reactor. That's that big one. And the second item on the agenda is a plan to build a bicycle shed for workmen costing $350. Parkinson says, here's what happens in organizations. The first item on the agenda, whether to approve a proposal to build a $10 million reactor, usually gets approved in about 2.5 minutes. Most people think if it's $10 million, surely people have thought about it. And in any case, most of them don't know too much about reactors to be able to add any meaningful value to the discussion. So after some noise, one person might say something about the reactor, but nobody else gets it. And the proposal is approved in 2.5 minutes. Then comes the next item on the agenda, the plan to build a bicycle shed which could cost $350. Now, bicycle sheds are things everyone understands. So now you have the HR person talking about how the company has a consistent history of taking care of its workmen and why the bicycle shed is a necessity. And of course, the finance guy will quickly tell you he rides in a bicycle every day and he sees no reason why you need a bicycle shed. It's perfectly fine in the sun. And then, of course, other people start to chip in. Somebody will talk about what's the material that the roof is made of. And then somebody else will ask, what's the color? Is it gray or is it green? And then there'll be a preference to stay with the true colors of the organization, the brand colors. And this will go on and on. And after a couple of hours, the proposal will be approved with some minor changes. Somebody will say, please explore whether it should be gray in color, and maybe we should look at an aluminum roof. But finally, the $350 bicycle shed is approved. And the point Parkinson makes is this, what he calls the law of triviality. He says the time spent by an organization is inversely proportional to the importance and value of the decision. That is such a truth and such a dangerous truth. I think we all need to watch out for this. We can all become victims to the bicycle shed phenomenon where big, important decisions are dismissed very quickly because no one seems to understand or no one wants to understand the ramifications of that decision. And trivial stuff like that bicycle shed, get discussed till the cows come home because that's everybody's chance of contributing their little bit, speaking up and expressing an opinion. Watch out for the bicycle shed phenomenon and make sure that in your next meeting, things which are important get the time they deserve and the bicycle shed is dismissed or dealt with quickly. That's all in this week's edition of Chai with Pi. Until next time, enjoy your chai and remember, focus on making the chai right. Don't worry too much about which cup you're serving it in.